Welcome back to another video. It's Baron the Forex here. So on today's video, we are going to apply the basic knowledge on real life charts, or what we've learned from the previous videos on the real charts that we see day to day. What we're looking at is a basic chart pattern. As you can see, this is a high here. This is a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. So this is a downtrend, and it's coming from here. So it was buying from here, then it changed its direction around here. So what we're basically looking for before we place an entry is a trend, and let's see it connect together like this, so we can target either the buy side or the sell side. Let's go further down. Yeah, so this is an example of a trend. So this is a bullish trend. This green lines you're seeing is a bullish trend. A series of higher highs, and higher lows, as said in the previous video. This is a bearish trend. Series of lower highs, and lower lows. So if it's a bullish trend, all you see is break of structure to the upside, reacting from internal range liquidity, which is around here, and you target the external range liquidity, which is the upside or the highs. Let me just say the highs. The highs will be the external range liquidity, which was this level around here. So from internal to external, from external to internal, up down. Same thing goes for the bearish. So if you know how to do it on the bullish side, you know how to apply it on the bearish side. So this is an example of a bullish trend. This is an example of a bearish trend. So let's go down and see how it's represented in real life chart or candle anatomy. So as we said in the previous video, this is how a bullish candle is represented. This drawing you're seeing over here, this is a bearish candle. This is a bullish candle. This is a bearish candle. So these are the rules I want to see before taking an entry, which is the execution. So I want to identify the trend, look for key levels, draw my trend lines, locate area of interest or points of interest, then execute that trade based on the higher time frame. So I want to identify the trend, key levels, trend lines, area of interest, and execution using this basic knowledge. So I want to apply the basic knowledge that I have gotten from in Forex on real life charts. So I want to start trading based on the basic knowledge, not only putting using ICT, not only using SMC, and so on and so forth. So with the basic knowledge, I want to start trading. So this is how we are going to do it there. Let's head to the 4-hour time frame or the hourly, depending on how you want to it. So, but I'm going to start with the 4-hour. Let me just delete all this. Looks kind of messy, but let's just dive in. So I want to trade this particular 4-hour candle. I want to trade this particular 4-hour candle. What I will do now is to mark it out so you guys will see, because I'm going to drop down on the lower time frame, because the lower we go down on the time frame, the more price action we see. So as you can see, this is the 4-hour price action here. As you can see, this lines you're seeing is intraday trade, like intraday lines. Like this is yesterday, this is today. This is yesterday, this is day before yesterday, this is the day before before yesterday. So if this is the intraday time frame, so I want to trade this particular 4-hour candle for today. Hope I'm not confusing you, or hope you understand what I mean. These lines you can see, if you can see them, are just intraday separate, like session. Let me see. Yes, these are session lines, and it's an intraday. This is the intraday buy time frame, or intraday buyers time frame. Or these lines you are seeing here is the session breakouts or session breaks. So what I want to do is trade this singular 4-hour candle. And how will I do that? I will just mark it out on the 4-hour, so I wouldn't get confused on the lower time frame. So I know what I'm doing at that point in time. As you can see, I've marked it from up to down, that whole bullish 4-hour candle. Then I head down to the 50 minutes for structuring, since I'm aligning this time frame from my bias time frame to my structural time frame down to my entry time frame. So my structural time frame is going to be the 50 minutes because 50 minutes works aligned to the 4-hour. As you can see, the structure or the trend is actually bullish, because of this series of higher highs and higher lows. So let me mark that out. This is the basic knowledge I'm using to analyze this chart. So this is a high, as you can see. This is how you just mark them out. Now, is it not getting clearer? Is this not just getting clearer? Is it not simpler for you to see if you mark it out this way? Now that I have identified the trend, I can do so by using my trend line, which is this. As you can see, is this not connecting the dots? Is it not simpler if you do it this way? And you notice this trend line, price touched 1, 2, and when it came back to this point of interest, which is the trend line we're using now, it started buying because we are bullish on the higher time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see here, 1, 2, then a breakout, and the breakout happened around here. Then the retest happened around here. So price has given us a direction frame. I said I was looking for a direction, know what the trend is, area of concentration, and so on. So structurally, this time frame is bullish. So my bias time frame is bullish, my structural time frame is bullish. So I want my entry time frame to be bullish as well. So now I have seen that my structural time frame is actually bullish based on the basic knowledge of trading. So this is the basic knowledge. You have to understand your chart patterns, your trend line, support and resistance. In the case of support and resistance, this up trend line is going to be my resistance. This down trend line is going to be my support. So price came to my support, created resistance, came back to my support, and went back to my resistance. As you can see, this is immediately it touched my resistance level, it rejected and came back into the range. But we are on the buy side. We are bullish on this trend. So price reacted at a key level, which is around here. But the reason why it reacted here is because this is 0.5% of the move or the range of this particular move or chart pattern. So it reacted on the 0.5 level or the area of interest and broke the trend line or my resistance, which is here. And since this is my resistance, I want to see price turn resistance into support, which it did around here. So price has turned my resistance to support, so my target should be up here, so I can drop down or take my entry immediately around here. But I need let me say a precise entry, a sniper entry on this move, because if I enter on the 15 minutes time frame, which is my structural time frame, my stop loss will be big, which my stop loss will be around here. So but I want my stop loss to be on this side and targets up here, so I will have more risk to reward ratio here. So I have found my bias time frame. My structural time frame is in line with my bias time frame. Now I'm going further down to my entry time frame. I will use the 5 minutes for clarity because the 1 minute is a bit noisy, but 1 minute is the best option if you're trading like from the 4-hour, 15 minutes as a structural, and 1 minute for your entry. But based on my knowledge and based on my level, I'm going to use that on the 5 minutes. So I have gotten my structural time frame aligned with my bias time frame. So my structural time frame is bullish as well. My bias is bullish. So I'm going to take my entry now. I'm going down to the 5 minutes. Now I am currently on the 5 minutes. What do I see on the 5 minutes? I see chart patterns. I see up and down movement. As I said earlier before, the lower the time frame, the more price action you see. So as I went lower or further down to the 5 minutes, the price action has increased. Now looking at this, I will just draw my trend line again, and this trend line is showing that price is buying around here, and I draw my trend line above as well. So this is my resistance, this is my support, resistance, support. So I've drawn my support and resistance level, and this is also my trend line as well. So if you notice around there, if you wanted to counter trade the trend, you will use this and wait for a breakout, retest, and target the opposite side. So if I'm counter trading the trend, I would have entered around here immediately after the breakout, or the breakout, wait for a retest in this level, and that happened around here. Sorry, this is the buy of this. Let me look for the shorts. So I'm gonna do that around here. Yes, put my stop above or few pips above my support, my resistance, then target 2R. So where is my 2R? My 2R is around here. I'll target the next high, which is around here. The next low, which is around here, or I just target 2R. And if you notice, price immediately delivered. As you can see, that is just counter trading the trend. I'm not sure you guys can see this, so let me just make it in the color that you can see. Let me pick this green. Yeah. Yes. So as you can see, this is my trend line, this is my resistance, this is my support, this is my resistance, and also my trend line. So this is a chart pattern now. This is an ascending triangle or a bullish flag pattern, if I'm not wrong. So I waited for a breakout and retest of that level, then targeted the low or 2R. You either target the low or 2R. So I don't want to be greedy on this trade, so let me just target 2R here, around here. So 2R is precisely around here, and if you notice, price deliver 2R. Price will always deliver 2R. We might stop at the above my resistance, then I target 2R. That's if I want to counter trade the trend. But since my bias is bullish, I will just go alongside with my bias. This only those that are advanced or know what they're actually doing on chart that can actually implement this I just showed you. So if I want to trade alongside the trend on my entry time frame, I will just wait for price to deliver to me on the entry time frame. So let's see what chart has for us. As you can see, it came back down to that our support level on the 15 minutes time frame. Price has reacted off that same level on the 15 minutes time frame, on the 5 minutes time frame. So going further, let's see what price has for us. So what did you just notice? Price out of this structure created an area of interest, which is this inefficiency here, this fair value gap here, and started buying. So normally, based on our criteria, we have gotten our bias time frame, our structural time frame, and price has delivered itself on the 5 minutes to us. So we waited for price to deliver for it to stop selling, because price was actually selling around there. I wanted it to start buying. So for me to start buying this price or this market, I want price to shift from bearish to bullish. So price has shifted from bearish to bullish around this area of interest. So reacting from this internal range liquidity will target the external range liquidity. So I will just bring out my drawing tool and put it around here. And if you notice, price has already left me, but I'm still going to take the trade regardless, because I know where price is headed to. So let me just take this up here with my stop at this level. With my stop at that level, let me just go higher than this, and let's see what price has for us. You notice that price has already left me and I entered late. If I wanted to enter when price had left me, I'll enter above here, then put my stop here. So let me enter since above here, since price has left me, I'll put my stop below here. But I want this trade to break. I don't want to get stop out easily. So then I now take my SL and put it at my support level of the 15 minutes, which is this line around here. So based on what I know, price shouldn't break below this level. Price shouldn't come back to this level since it has shifted from bearish to bullish, the 5 minutes time frame. I will just put my stop at this level. So putting my stop at this level, I then target 2R, which is around here. And this console or this platform I'm using to trade is actually a backtesting platform. So this is the data of, I think, yesterday or the day before that price action on BTC USD, and I'm breaking it down. It doesn't move backward because this is not the premium plan. It only moves forward. So I don't know what price is going to do next. It may touch my stop loss, it may continue the trend, it may do anything. So I'm just trading based on what I'm seeing, what price is giving me. That's what I'm doing, and I hope you guys wouldn't get confused, because this is going to be very good. Because if you can see it, you will have it. If you know what you're doing on the chart, you will eat very well massively from Forex or trading. So let's see what price has for us. Let me just increase the speed time. Now let's head back into the chart. Now, as you can see, what's this? What did you notice? What is this? Immediately price expanded to R, to my take profit level. What did you just notice? And I did not know that price is going to do this. I just saw that price has shifted bullish from being bearish before taking an entry. And if I had missed this, and my bias is still bullish, I will wait for price to come to me, which is doing around here. So I'll just mark out my trend line and wait for a break and retest of that level, then target another 2R, which I'll do around here. So my trend line is this. As you can see, this is price support. And when the buyers got exhausted in the market, price went back to our area of interest, which was around here. And this is an internal range liquidity, which is a fair value gap. Another block is an internal range liquidity as well, breaker blocks as well, depending on what is above or below the market or where price is headed to. So price was headed to this fair value gap. So now what I'll just do is to wait for price to deliver itself back to me. As you can see, price has done that. Price reacted, swept this previous low or this bullish candle and closed above this series of down close candles, signifying that the sellers are no longer in the market and the buyers are taking over. Now let me place a buy entry at this level. I paused the platform now. I don't know what price is going to do. I'm just hoping for price to just do what he knows best, but give me a take profit. That's what I just know based on the basic knowledge of trading Forex. If you understand what I mean, what I'm saying is that I am trading based on not prediction or based on anything. I'm trading based on data and analysis. Technically, that's what they call it, technical analysis. Because of these tools, because of all these things I'm using to put on chart to analyze, that's why they call it technical analysis. And I'm not trading based on because I know this is what is going to happen. I'm trading because technically the analysis is telling me to buy. I started on the 4 hour. I went down to my structural time frame. I saw an entry on my entry time frame, then I took it. Same thing, vice versa if you want to sell. So let's head back into the chart. So I don't know what price is going to do at this point, but I am doing what price is giving me. So price is showing areas is going to buy around here because it has broken out of this level. The retest has happened around here. I'm going to enter above with my stop at the low of this, my support around here, then target 2R. I'm not greedy. I don't want the trade to run for the full day. I just want my money to be delivered immediately, so I'm out of the market. Let's see what the price has for us. As you can see, we got stopped out at this level, but watch what price is going to do. Like I said, I don't know what price is going to do. Let me reanalyze this trade again. We got stopped out at this level. So like I said, even if you see a chart pattern, even if you see a support and resistance level, you will still get stopped out because something is either missing. Your area of entry, time frame, whether it all aligns, whether you took it at the right point or not. If you noticed around here, there's also another fair value gap, and price reacted from that. This was our first fair value gap. This is the second fair value gap. Usually, based on my own trading rules, I will use both of them with my fib retracement tool before I take that trade, so I will know that it's still buying or not. But since I am taking a beginner's class, we won't know that. We'll just wait for price to react either on this one or on this one to continue the trend. So price did this, and I'm going to shift my trend line to this point and do this as well. If you notice, price is still on our trend line. So we want price to break above here, do a retest, and continue trend with my stop below here. Let's see what price has for us. What did you just notice? Price broke this level around here with my stop immediately and gave us 2R and gave us, let me just say, 50% of the move already. So let's continue and see what price has for us. It's going back for a retest. As you can see, price has retested our level. Price has just tapped us in or tagged us in, retested our level, and my bias is bullish, so I want price to continue because it has shifted bullish. What did you just see? Price gave us 2R immediately from our entry point. Let me just pause this. I did not know price is going to do this. I can only move forward based on this platform because I'm not using the premium. I'm not using the premium of this platform, because if I'm using the premium, you would have seen that this button around there can shift backwards, but I cannot shift backwards because it's not the premium. I can only move forward. So based on the data of last day before yesterday or the previous price action of BTC during the week, it was bullish, or this was during let me say June. I don't know. It depends on the platform. My first try was around here, around this first fair value gap. Price didn't deliver itself to me around here. Why? Because there's a second fair value gap around here. Like I said, there is two things involved. If your analysis doesn't go well, it's either you didn't enter the right place, time frame alignment, where you entered from wasn't correct, or you did not just enter at the right time. In our case here, we didn't enter at the right place around this area here, but that didn't tell me that my analysis was wrong. My analysis wasn't wrong. It's just that price will be price. Price will do what it knows best and gives itself to us. Always wait for price to deliver itself to you before you take your entry. So let's go back and see where we started from. So on the 15 minutes, we had that was our structural time frame. We had a bias time frame. We waited. We saw that our structural time frame was bullish as well as our let me say our bias time frame was bullish. So I am trading based on that data and I'm looking for buys. So you would have entered immediately at this point in time. That if you wanted to enter from here aggressively with your stop here, then you notice that price delivered immediately to R. Then I missed this part of the first try, and we then draw my trend line because price shifted from bullish to bearish with this series of lower highs, and lower lows. This is a lower low, this is a lower low, this is a lower low, this is a lower high. So I drew my trend line from top to bottom, and all are touching my trend line. So I waited for price to break the structure to the upside, which it did. Some traders do enter aggressively around here and target the upside and put their stop at this point here, but I didn't do that. I waited for a retest around here. So price tapped me in and immediately gave me to R. I am not waiting for the next high. I'm not waiting for the next low or the next day or anything like that. I'm targeting strictly to R. So my move will immediately get tapped in and I get what I want and exit for the day. So that's the end of the video. The video is actually longer than I expected. I thought I would be able to do it around along 20 minutes, 10 minutes tops, but it's 30 minutes now. So Baron the Forex here. Peace out. So don't forget to subscribe, hit on the notification bell, and don't forget to reach out to me in places that you don't understand. I will come back and teach you. So I hope this particular video didn't confuse you. Instead, it helped you get the basic knowledge. Understand this very well. If you know the basic knowledge, you can do things. You can do wonders with the basic knowledge. I'm not trying to confuse you. I just want you to be a very good trader. Thank you.